Welcome, we are live. I'm going to talk in this video about how to monetize Instagram, how to make money on Instagram, 3 different ways that you could start even today. And I do this kind of thing every day. This is what I've been, if you've noticed, I haven't had a video in a little while, so I've been trying all these kind of things. So I'm ready to share them with you. You ready to make money on Instagram? Monetize that IG account. So let's get right into it. I see a lot of different videos buried in YouTube about this. Uh, it's hard to find the good information, and it's also hard to find right when you need it. You want to find what's going to work for you right when you need it, but that's easier said than done. There's so many videos out there, and some of them are not, some of them are garbage. I'm just going to say flat out, but there's some awesome people out there. So if you see in the comment section me commenting, then it's probably a good video. I look for, since I'm doing this daily, I can tell easily now that I've been doing it for a long time now, years. So it's easy to tell now. But when you're first starting out, it can be frustrating. So 3 ways how to make money on Instagram that you might not know about. If you already know about these, excellent. You might not know of all 3, or if you're doing this already, kudos. But if you don't, a lot of people are trying to make money on Instagram and have no idea how. You don't just, first of all, just sticking a link in your profile isn't necessarily going to make you sales, but it might, but you would have to be pretty lucky. So that's not what we're talking about. Just putting a link in your bio is possible if you have really good traffic. But how are you going to get that traffic? So we're going to talk about some of the ways are free or could be free, and some of them you can pay. So the first way, obvious way, is to pay for ads. But I want to say that you don't have to have a lot of money. You can start with even $1 a day. Some people might scoff at that, but if you're in a good niche and you're totally strapped, you can afford $1 a day, and you don't have to pay the ads until the end of the month anyway. Facebook will just bill you, because Facebook owns Instagram, if you didn't know that. So first way is to make ads, which is easier said than done sometimes. But I have some ads right now getting $0.0001, which is 0.1 cent for engagements, which is 10 engagements for 1 cent. And I know some other people and some other businesses locally even that I've talked to that are struggling to get even 10-cent or engagement. So it's possible with $1 a day. The reason excuse me, this is live, I can't edit this out. The reason I do $1 a day, well, I wouldn't do it on purpose, but there have been times when I really didn't want to spend any money. I can, I don't have to explain. I've so, but that doesn't make me give up. I still want to test things out. So certain things I have running right now are getting really, 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 really cheap engagements. So then what do you do? How do you monetize that? So you want on Instagram, you want to focus on the profile views. Such and such amount of people click through to your profile. not just liking your post. So the people that click through to your profile, you can see at the top, it says, I probably should be screen sharing this, but it says at the very top how many people visited your profile. So that's what you want. You want to keep pushing that number up. And then what you do is you can post in your story with an advertisement to them. You don't have to post an advertisement as a post, or you could post an advertisement as a post for free and then take it down later if it doesn't do well. These are very important little tips that I didn't know for the first maybe year, way more than year of doing it. So these are little tricks that I've learned recently where the biggest Instagram page I have right now is 15,000 followers. So those keep going up if you have viral content and if you have ads. So that's the first way. I could talk for an hour about the ads, but I won't. If you want to know more about that, I could make another video later, drop a comment below, and I'll be happy to go into detail about that if people are interested. But for the sake of this video, I just want to give these different ways you could be utilizing, and then if you're interested, I can make longer videos about each of them. So the next one, the first one is ads, and you can start with just $1, or a lot of people start with $5 a day. That's a better number, but $2 or $1 can work if it's really good, it can work. But even a bad ad for $50 isn't going to work anyway. So it has to be good. The ad has to be good. The post has to be good, whatever it is. And people have to like it. You can't force things on people. First of all, that's a whole nother topic. Assuming that you have a good handle of what people you're going after and what they're really passionate about. If you give that to them, then it's easy. If they really like it, it's easy. And if it's a dud, just archive the post. This is a good tip. Don't delete it necessarily because it affects your algorithm. It affects the Instagram algorithm negatively for your account. So you don't want a bunch of deleted posts, but you can archive the post. Just click up on the little 3 dots at the top right corner of your post. Which way is right? I don't know. And then it'll say the first option is to archive. Boom, archive it if it's a dud, and then you don't have to worry about it. So don't leave it up permanently if it was not that good. Thank you for watching, by the way, people live. Okay, so we went over paying for really cheap ads, or not so cheap if you have a lot of money to try. And then, so how do you do it without ads? This is really interesting. Influencers is one way. Another way is to engagement groups, DM groups, and it's a lot of work. It's time consuming, but a chimp could do it pretty much. A bot could do it. However, bots are frowned upon because, and that's one of the points that I'm going to make, is that you want to have a good engagement group that aren't bots, because bots that just comment, amazing post, what are the common bot comments that I've been getting? Those aren't really, you want to shy away from that because it's garbage on your post. And if you have a good brand, you don't want that ruining it. Maybe if you have a brand new page, it's okay. to get anything you can get on there, and maybe you can wait until later and take some of the comments off that are irrelevant, because some of the bot comments are totally irrelevant. And I would think I'm interested in building a brand that lasts a long time. So I don't want just garbage on there. You to make money, you're going to have to be effective. You're not just, it's not, it's pretty easy, but it's not just going to happen automatically. You're going to have something people like. And I think that goes in with bots are garbage. So find engagement groups without bots. And some of the people in the engagement groups, and if you have over 10,000 followers, join our engagement group, because I'm making one with bigger accounts. So you reach out if you have a good following already. But if you're just getting started, it's okay. There are engagement groups for anyone as well. So what an engagement group basically is, really quick, if you don't know what that is, it's you're avoiding using bots, but you're also trying to launch your post. The goal is to get your post on the explore page, because this is where you can get higher profile views. Keep in mind, it's all about profile views. And then what do you do with those profile views? You retarget them later with Facebook ads, which can be really even cheaper. So if you were doing higher budget other ads, your retarget ones, it's going to be less people, because you're just targeting those people that visited your profile. So it's really good. It's really targeted. Oh man, it's nice. It works. So um, anyway, let me get back on track. Bear with me, we're live. So you want to launch your profile views is the major key. And then you want to go viral on the explore page to get the most people to view your profile. And then how do you do that? Well, you can find, one way is engagement groups. You can make your own engagement group, or you can find engagement groups. Another way is to find viral videos. You can also pay for shout outs, which is different than Facebook ads, because, well, there's so many differences about it. The benefits are that Facebook is annoying to deal with. Advertising agencies are annoying to deal with. They have their regulations and everything. So if you want to, you can advertise pretty much anything on Instagram, pretty much anything, if you do it as a shout out, which is basically you find another page that is very successful or more successful than you, and there's a site. Actually, I'm going to look that up, because that's part of it. You want to look up that site and search that person's username, and then you can see their engagement percent. You want someone with high engagement percentage. You don't just want to, especially if you're buying the shout out, you might be able to get a shout out for free. You want to offer them something, though. I mean, have common sense. It's business, give and take. But you could do this for free if you have a relationship with them, or if you're just nice, or you ask nicely. I mean, give it a try. But when you're asking, make sure to space out your messages, because you can get banned for messaging too many people, assuming that you're really proactive and really going for it, and that you're messaging influencers trying to find someone to give you maybe a free shout out if you don't have any money. But I mean, have something good so that it's worth spending a little bit on, and then you can make it back. So it's not always good to do everything for free, but I like to mix what I can. Just because you're paying for ads, um, just because you're paying for ads doesn't mean you can also add the free stuff in. And to answer your question, John, no. I just you typed that you answered right when I answered. Why would I wear clothes? Don't ask. No, I'm joking. I have some articles of clothing on. Flip-flops. So I'm going to go on the computer really quick because I do want to, for the people that want to make money on Instagram that are watching this. I have this bookmarked. It's called, the one that I was using is called, I think this is the one, Phalanx. PHLANX.com/engagement-calculator. And I will probably add that later, but since the video is already going, if you want to check out the percentage of engagement. So you're looking for more than 2%. More than 5% is fantastic. My account that's doing well, I have a few different accounts, and this is going to be, I'm going to be focusing on this a lot because I think there's a lot of potential here, and Facebook is just, although Facebook owns Instagram, Facebook is just annoying and I don't like it. But Instagram is, I used to not like it, but it's less annoying, really. You don't really get bombarded. You have more control over what you see, and it's just pictures. So it's not like Facebook became too complicated over the years, and I got turned off by a lot of the news feed and everything. So phalanx.com/engagement-calculator. And let's move on. So to recap, you can make ads, you can also get shout outs, you can also do engagement groups. So those are 3. And one way is to find videos that have already went viral. Some people are doing this. I'm just kind of getting into it. Reposting. So before, I was making a lot of my own content. Well, it depends on which account, because I've had a few different accounts, but only one of them was Monetize. Now I'm going to start monetizing systematically. So only the one with the best brand and the best stuff was working for me. I wasn't even trying to monetize the other ones that much. So finding viral videos that already got like 1 million views and then reposting them correctly, which, just a quick how to do that, find 25 of the best hashtags, which might take some hunting, but once you have it, 25 of the best hashtags you can find, which could be up and coming hashtags or really good ones that are already popular. Post them not as a comment, because I just was watching a video that said not to post them in the comments because you'll get shadow banned. So I think I was doing that, and I was still having decent results. So if I was actually getting shadow banned for hashtagging too many in the comment, I didn't even understand why my hashtags weren't going through, but I was still somewhat succeeding. So I can't wait to stop doing that. and getting even better result. So yeah, I'm going to cut the video to an end. If you have any questions, I think I gave you 3 pretty good ways to get started. I've also been learning some tips on Facebook about advertising for free on there, which I might make a video about. If you're interested, drop a comment below and I will make some videos about that right after I try it out. Because yeah, there's a lot of ways to advertise for free and a lot of ways to advertise for your hard-earned money. It just depends on what you're doing. I would do both, but just throwing your link up in your Instagram is probably not going to do it for you. So make sure you boost those profile visits, retarget them later with retargeting ads, which if you don't know how to do that, there's something called a Facebook pixel. You'll have to, your Facebook account should be connected to your Instagram account. So if you don't already have that done, you will want to make your Instagram account a business account, which is simple. It takes a couple clicks, and then you want to link that Instagram account to a corresponding Facebook page for that business or product or whatever project it is that you're trying to monetize. Then when you make an advertising account, if you've never done that before, for that Facebook page, it's linked to your Instagram. So you can target just people on Instagram, you can target just people on Facebook, but you can make a custom audience. If I'm going way too over your head, just comment below and I will try to help you out either in a video or in the comment. But assuming you know what this stuff is, I'll run through it pretty quick, and then if you want details, I'll give details. But once you get your Instagram linked to your Facebook page, it's pretty easy to track the people that actually visited your profile. And you can do all sorts of things with this. You can target people, anyone that engaged with you on Facebook for the whole year or just for a week or just on this. I don't know if you can do individual posts yet, but you can do separately just for a month, just for a week, just for today. So it can blow your mind with how detailed you want to get with this. But depending on what your offer is or what you're selling, you should have a good idea of what works for you. You could just target people for that last month or for the last week so that it's fresh in their head. Or maybe there's this data collecting already and you didn't know about it, and you can go in and add these people, and it should retroactively, as long as you had the accounts, like maybe you've had your Instagram account and Facebook account for a long time, making some ads here and there and didn't know about this. You could go in there and make a custom audience of anyone that's visited, liked or commented on any of your posts. But what I'm suggesting is just retargeting the people that have visited your profile, which is, and then you can retarget them with something. So conceptually, think about this. You're finding viral posts. You're putting it out there with good hashtags, and you're not getting shadow banned. You have to have less than 30 hashtags, but 25 is a good number. In the description, so you could pay for that as a shout out. And I'll give you another tip. You could buy power likes on Fuelgram, but that just gives you like 600 likes by big accounts, like boom, right away. And the whole point is to get noticed on the Explore page. Those people see it, come to your profile, hopefully, some of them will come to your profile. Then the people that came to your profile, you're slimming them down. It's called a funnel. If you've never heard of this before, if you're in internet marketing, you obviously know what a funnel is. So then the people you funneled to your profile, then you retarget them by making a custom audience in Facebook ads. You can retarget them just on Instagram or both on Instagram and Facebook. And then they're fresh after seeing not only your post, but they went to your profile. So you can say something like, hey, thanks for visiting my profile. And then show them something. You don't have to hard sell them right here. You could try to maybe get them to see like a blog post or a website or something. And then once they've visited your website or once you've got them deeper, then you can try to get them in your email list or try to sell them something. You should be thinking email list. I should have said that at the beginning. You should be thinking in the back of your head, email list. So if you don't have an email list, you're missing out. So I should make some videos about that, but I've been so swamped these days. So I hope this really helped you. If you want more details about any of the things I talked about, comment away and I will help you out the best I can. If you want more videos, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day on purpose. Make sure you're visualizing yourself happy, healthy, and wealthy throughout this whole thing. So go out there and kick some butt on Instagram. I'll see you out there in the engagement groups. Go out there and get over 10,000 subscribers and let's be in our own engagement group together. So until next time, have an amazing day on purpose. Peace.